What's up, PC fans?
Sorry guys, you didn't get any love.
Yeah, but for real, Tim got a chance to play the Mortal Kombat X beta for the GGPO new netcode.
Right, for the PS4, I was deserving enough to get myself a email sent to me where I had the ability to try it out. You also try it on Xbox, but unfortunately you haven't been in yet. I don't think it's closed yet. I think there's still
I'm not quite deserving enough to get in.
Right.
But, you know, some of you are.
Man, I think there's going to be more emails sent out because there's going to be more characters that are going to drop. They're going to keep this testing going.
I'm sure eventually they'll.
This is a base pack, so I'm sure eventually everybody will get in. And my anticipation is that come March, this is just going to be rolled out to everybody with the release of Mortal Kombat XL.
Blah.
And what I'm thinking is you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised, because this is a dramatic improvement over the current netcode, which is awful.
That it is awful. So a lot of us, ourselves included, many of the community have kind of drifted away from Mortal Kombat X because of its netcode and its online capabilities. Now they've listened to the fans finally, and they've reinventing their netcode. They're building it from the ground up, and we're here to tell you base impressions for those of you that didn't get into the beta.
Now, and this is a weird situation because we're seeing a beta for a game that has been out for 10 months, right? And we're going to see basically what you'd consider a Game of the Year edition a year down the road that's going to have this new netcode underneath it, assuming everything tests well. And so far in the early betas, the reviews are incredibly positive because people have been stuck playing with that horrible, choppy, awful, can't connect existence that it's had up to this stage.
Hashtag Magic Jack.
Yeah, you Magic Jack internet users are finally going to get to play MKX online the right way.
Yeah.
Now, what's cool about this is there's only 4 characters, right? So if you go in there to play, unless you're playing somebody who uses one of these 4 characters as their main, you actually get the capability to test the environment itself, and you're not playing against like a tryhard in a ranked match whose only focus is to beat up on you. I was lucky enough, I found a new person online. We went through 15 games together. We explored every single character. We ended up becoming friends. We're going to keep playing online, and that was really cool because we had such smooth matches. And there's one important variable to having smooth online matches.
Tell me.
The ability to level up. Right. Now, before, you couldn't really make reads on stuff. Like if somebody did the same thing over and over again, you couldn't stop it, you couldn't adjust to it. Now, if somebody does the same thing over and over again, you adjust. You stop them from doing it, they have to try something else. So you have the capability to grow as a player, as you should be doing in other games. Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, things that have that really good netcode that we've come to expect in 2015, 2016.
Yep. Let me ask you some questions.
Fire away.
So, offline Mortal Kombat X is obviously a very incredible, smooth experience gameplay-wise.
Absolutely.
How does it compare so far in the new beta?
So, during the moments when it doesn't have to do a rollback, it feels very much like it's offline, right? So you're playing, you're inputting everything, things are coming out as you would expect in the matches that perform well. Now, granted, this is still being fine-tuned, so there were some matches I played, 4 or 5 specifically, that performed basically at the same level they're at currently.
Right.
But what's really cool is that you input something and it happens. And in the old netcode, if you input something and there was a hiccup, it just cut it out. So nothing came out, and you were just like, never mind. Now, these things, they do come at a small price, because currently they're trying to adjust how many frames that the rollback code has to adjust. So what happens is there's a moment of like teleporting where things are moving incredibly quick to catch up to what just happened. So it's like everybody gets a teleport in a match that has a bad code. So that's a downside. But this is, as I mentioned, the Mark 1. Right? This is the first iteration of this new code. They're building it from the ground up. So basically, we are the testers, right? Everybody always complains about that. Like, no, you got to test the game. No wonder you're so good at it. Well, now you all are. So stop complaining.
And this is as shitty as it is when you're working 16 hours a day testing games. Nope, that doesn't work. That's broken.
Exactly.
That's broken.
Right.
So there's 4 different characters. Do the 4 play? Is the coding dramatically different for each one, or is the code all around the same for each character?
So the coding, from what I experienced and playing with all of them, it was the same smooth experience across the board. I'm fortunate enough that I actually play 2 of those characters, so I could see how does this translate from my offline practice to my online. And it gave me the capability that I can go practice a combo and implement it online. Right? And in the past, I could never do that. I always had incredibly poor connections with MKX. They were awful. I would get frustrated, I'd break controllers, I'd kick dogs, all of those types of things.
Babies even too.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm kidding. But the problem was, no matter what I labbed, I couldn't get those things to come out. Last night, I was able to hit things that I've been practicing forever that just came out naturally.
That's good.
And I was like, all right, there we go. That's the good. There's also going to be some other adjustments, it looks like, as there's some nerfs and some buffs and some gameplay changes.
Yeah.
They may not stick. I mean, people are already like, I'm mad about that. I don't like this. And Scorpion's got an overhead. And it's like, well, calm down.
Gamers, am I right?
I know. This is like the first iteration.
Yeah.
Right? Things are going to be changed. And, granted, every game should have some little, nerfs and buffs now that the online is going to be different than the first vanilla version that we got.
So most importantly, we're on the up and up.
We are. So I wouldn't say it's perfect.
No.
I mean, I had some matches where I was like, ugh, that still is not Killer Instinct. Not even close.
Nope.
But they're tweaking. They're gathering data from those matches.
Yep, because they give you, at the end of each match, they're like, how was this? Does this suck dick?
So they ask you, compared to the current coding, do you think that this match performed as well or above? And you can agree, you can say you don't know, or you can completely disagree.
Yeah.
I was semi-balanced across the board in my first 25 matches in all 3 categories.
There you go.
There were some I was like, I don't know. In those matches, things just kind of performed. In the ones that I hit, that I disagreed, there was, things that currently happen. Like wake-ups didn't come out, moves just kind of dropped off. In the matches that I hit agree on, I had 2 flawless matches in there.
There you go.
And I was like, stuff doing what I'm asking it to. Thank you, finally.
So, if fans had questions about the netcode, where could they reach you, I wonder?
They could go to that Twitter right there, and they could ask me, hey, could you specifically try something for me? Let me know if this works, and I'd be more than happy to lab it.
If you are, maybe nervous about talking to him, you can tweet me, and I will be the middleman between your questions.
Forward the message over, because I'm so big and scary.
Yeah, well, he's got that beard, It's a big one.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and we'll continue to update you guys as the beta rolls along and more characters are added, and
and more people are added. Again, you're gonna come into this party eventually.
Yep.
It's not a closed party. I'm not VIP. I didn't get some special access or something. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. I was deserving.
That's hard to say.
Ed Boon was like, Boss Battle Timmy, right there, that guy.
Right there.
Yep.
Passive aggressive.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you on the battlefield to fight.